How's it going, everyone? I think looking back at 2022, a lot of people had God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring as their 1A, 1B when it came to Game of the Year. To be perfectly honest, for me, Horizon Forbidden West was one of the games last year that I really enjoyed. I had my issues with it, don't get it twisted. I thought narratively they took Horizon a direction that I wasn't really ready for Horizon to go. Seems like a lot of people were divisive about it, but I have to say, from the world design standpoint, visually, technically, gameplay-wise, I really enjoyed all of Horizon Forbidden West from those aspects. Really, my major issue with that game was from a narrative standpoint, but the fact that we're getting more Forbidden West to delve into in the form of the Burning Shores expansion, it is coming to PlayStation 5, and yes, only PlayStation 5 on April the 19th, and it will be coming at a very reasonable price of $19.99. Given that we've seen Sony and PlayStation go pretty hefty with some of their pricing recently, you know, being one of the first publishers to push the $70 game tag, pricing games like Last of Us Part 1 at $70, etc., etc. I was expecting Burning Shores to honestly be around $29.99, maybe even a little bit more expensive than that, but $20 I think is going to be a very palatable price point for something that will be looking to add a sizable amount of content to Horizon Forbidden West, especially if you go back and you look at the amount of content that Frozen Wilds added. If we're getting something to that level, I think Burning Shores is going to be something that is going to surprise a lot of people from a content standpoint, especially if they're not familiar with Frozen Wilds. Also, if you never played Horizon Forbidden West, do bear in mind that the game in its entirety is available with PlayStation Plus Extra. You can play it that way, you can buy the Burning Shores expansion on top of that, and you'll be able to play the game and the expansion that way. In this video, I do want to highlight everything that you should know about Burning Shores before you spend your $19.99. Burning Shore takes place in south of the Tenakth clan lands. A millennia of volcanic eruptions and violent seismic activity has carved the ruins of Los Angeles into a treacherous archipelago. Experience the next chapter of Horizon Forbidden West as Aloy pursues a sinister new threat to the planet hidden among these dangerous, untamed wilds. The Burning Shore contains additional content for Forbidden West, including new storylines, characters, experiences in a stunning yet hazardous new area. You will travel beyond the Forbidden West as Aloy's story continues and encounter new machines and a compelling new story. Now, if you want to enter the Burning Shores, bear in mind, you need to complete the main quest up to and including the Singularity in the PS5 version of Horizon Forbidden West. Once you've completed the main quest, or you just boot up the game with completing the main quest, the player will receive a call over Aloy's focus, and that'll kick off the DLC content. As far as Forbidden West notes, Guerrilla noted it features a compelling storyline following from when Horizon Forbidden West ended, new characters, adventures, and much more. The creative vision for the Burning Shores is an ambitious expansion which will take Aloy to the ruins of Los Angeles. It's an overgrown and fractured city that can be fully explored via the water and flying on the back of a Sunwing. A massive machine threat lurks in its shadow, a huge challenge that Aloy must overcome by using all of her skills and abilities to achieve the grand vision. Technically and creatively, we've made the difficult decision to focus all of our efforts on making an incredible experience exclusively for the PlayStation 5 console. Some of the rhetoric I've constantly been seeing on social media, yes, Forbidden West is in fact a cross-generation title, but when it comes to this expansion, it will be next generation only. And in fact, the PlayStation blog has an in-depth post coming from the PlayStation 5 creators how Forbidden West Burning Shores will harness the power of the PlayStation 5. So as far as Forbidden West's Burning Shores PS5 exclusivity, it was noted one of our key priorities with Horizon games is to add a ton of detail and richness to our environments. On Horizon Forbidden West, everything we added or increased was something we need to have a plan around how to optimize for PS4 as well. On Burning Shores, since we can just focus on PS5, we've been able to charge forward, and we're really excited about what we've been able to pull off in creating this stunning post-apocalyptic version of Los Angeles. The cityscape ruins of LA and its surroundings are highly detailed and require a lot of processing power as well as fast streaming technology to run properly, especially when the player is flying over the lands and can see a lot at once. One of the settlements is situated in and around those detailed ruins, and we were able to squeeze a lot of activity in there. I just want to mention something that yes, while Forbidden West was available on the PS4. Something you have to know when it comes to developing cross-gen games. You're getting a PS5 title and you're getting a PS4 title. However, the PlayStation 5 cannot be the sole focus of development, so whenever they're creating anything, they have to create with that thought in the back of their mind. We have to get this on PS4 as well. That is just inherently going to lead to limitations that unfortunately will shackle some games as cross-gen titles, and that's going with Forbidden West looking beautiful on both PS4 and PS5 and playing great on PS5, but just imagine with the shackles really off what they can do with the Burning Shores. The blog post continued, noting another notable one is a particular battle scene that requires a lot of memory and processing power. To achieve this grand vision both technically and creatively, we definitely were thankful for the many advantages that the PS5 hardware brings. Using the PS5's processing power, we can run certain simulations at higher speed, creating more lifelike results and a better gameplay experience. On the PS5, Forbidden West base game runs at a higher resolution and at a higher frame rate than on PS4, and assets are more detailed, which makes the overall quality much better. There is also a special lighting setup for Aloy that we normally only display during cinematics, but it is active on the PS5 at all times. On PS5, we can draw at higher detail, much further into the distance, displaying the stunning vistas our players encounters all across map. We can also support 40Hz mode and variable refresh rate on capable TVs for even more fluid gameplay. Outside of that just general information, they went even more in-depth in terms of the technical enhancements that the PS5 is going to offer with the Burning Shores. As noted in another blog post detailing clouds, for the expansion, the team has elevated the experience using voxel technology among many other technical improvements throughout the world. The cloud systems that we developed for Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West were fast because they didn't store clouds as 3D objects, but rather instructions on creating 3D clouds from limited 2D information. The PlayStation 5 can handle larger data sets, so after Forbidden West wrapped, we set to work writing a voxel cloud renderer prototype that could live up to our standards for quality and actually allow the player to fly through highly detailed cloud formations. Achieving the balance between the performance and the quality when the player can be on the ground and higher up in the air was an ambitious challenge, yet the prototype paid off, generating dense dynamic results at low and high altitudes, a feat made possible by hard work as well as the increased power of the PlayStation 5. There's a lot more insight in terms of the cloud development in the PlayStation blog post. I won't go over everything, but that's something that if you want more of the technical nitty-gritty, check out the blog post, but I'm sure that's going to be something not a ton of you guys are interested in. But it was also noted, when heading to Burning Shores, Aloy will run into familiar machines and faces, but she will also discover new ways to explore her world. It was important to us to make the experience fun and joyful on its own outside of the main gameplay. The clouds are not simply immersive scenery, but an explorable landscape in themselves. Among the clouds, players will be able to explore tunnels, caves, and other surprises that make for fun flying. Flying is going to be one of the integral components of the Burning Shores, and something to once again sink your teeth into. The best part is that depending on when you try any of these features, the experience will be different. As the day progresses, the quality and direction of light change, hiding and revealing some of these features and changing the feel of each journey. So that is a lot of the technical stuff that I'm sure a ton of you guys are interested in, especially if you only have a PlayStation 4 and you're upset this game isn't coming on PlayStation 5. Hopefully you can get a PS5 soon. They're readily available, and then you'll be able to play Burning Shores as well. Now let's talk a little bit about the narrative, which we recently got a bit more insight of. At the heart of it is going to be the Quen tribe. Knowledge from the ancient past has allowed the Quen to build an impressive empire, but unlike, say, the Osram tribe, whose technological prowess is due to their creative inventions, the Quen rely solely on the knowledge they've unearthed to drive their advancements. As a result, an important part of their culture revolves around protecting the few focuses the tribe possesses, as well as strictly controlling who can access the valuable information these devices reveal. To that end, diviners play a special role in the tribe. As a highly esteemed class of the Quen, only diviners are allowed to use a focus to read data. Their job is to find and record ancient knowledge that may benefit the Empire, ensuring that it doesn't fall into the hands of the outsiders. But the Quen's view of the old world is skewed. Unlike Aloy's focus, the Quen can only view information up to a certain part of history, and anything after that is unreadable to them. Lead writer of the Burning Shores, Annie Catane, pointed out, unfortunately, the expedition faced many hardships. Early on, they lost half of their fleet in a violent storm. Then after the remaining ships managed to make landfall in San Francisco, their search for the data they were after stalled, preventing them from making a triumphant return home. Things weren't looking so good for them until Aloy came along. Also, while the Quen is going to be at the heart of the story of Burning Shores, there's going to be a few integral characters that are going to be taking center stage. You'll meet new characters such as Admiral Garrett right off the top. We meet him early on in the story. He's a highly decorated commander in the Quen Navy and the leader of this group of Quen. He's responsible for keeping things together even in their dire circumstances. But one of the major characters that you will take a notice to recently revealed one of the major companions that Aloy will be accompanied by is Seikia. She's noted to be an ambitious Marine who has stepped up to help her people survive. As a new companion for the DLC, Aloy will spend a lot of time with her throughout the story and rely on her help in many situations, a position she doesn't often find herself in. She's known to be confident, compassionate, and fierce, and unlike anyone Aloy has ever encountered, and she plays an important role in the next chapter of Aloy's journey. Still kind of up in the air as far as what the exact narrative will entail, but honestly, probably better that way, so there will still be some surprises. Again, Burning Shores will be dropping on April the 19th for the price of $19.99 exclusively to PlayStation 5, and on top of that, if you do pre-order Burning Shores, it will include the in-game items, the Black Tide dye outfit, and the Black Tide Sharp Shot bow. And if you've yet to play the game, PlayStation Plus Extra is a pretty solid route to go. You know, getting all of the content done by April 19th probably going to be a little bit difficult, but beating the main story by April 19th, that's 12 days. If you hunker down, I think you can do it relatively easily. So that'll do it for me. Excited myself for Burning Shores. Let us know what your thoughts of the latest expansion, the latest piece of the Horizon story is. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.